Before the forest can reveal its life, it must first awaken to light. Far above the ground, the forest continues in another world. Across the earth, countless lives are protected inside one living. In the cloud forest, color is carried from branch to branch. Beneath the brightest leaves, ancient paths remain close to the ground. Lives shaped by patience and memory. In the upper forest, every branch becomes part of the road. Height changes the forest, but not its connection. In layered shade, pattern becomes a form of silence. The forest reveals its hidden colors only for a moment. Curiosity carries some travelers into every open corner. Every layer of green has its own path and its own rhythm. The canopy carries sound across a world hidden beneath leaves. At the smallest scale, green becomes a landscape of its own. Even when viewed from a single leaf. Some lives are shaped to let the color of the forest pass through them. In the forest, stillness can hold as much presence as movement. Color can conceal a life, as the smallest wings can carry the brightest color through the forest. Morning has reached every layer of the cloud forest. Beyond the cloud forest, the green world grows deeper and older. Pattern becomes part of the forest when light and shadow move together. The forest floor is only the time moves at a different pace. Above the leaves, power is measured in silence and control. From above, the forest appears endless because every crown hides another world. Bright color becomes a signal inside the deepest green. Speed creates another rhythm within the canopy. At the smallest scale, the forest becomes an entire world of texture. Some paths are written directly across the forest floor. The deepest green can hide both movement and stillness. The forest provides a path for every shape of traveler. Adaptation becomes visible in every limb, claw, and careful step. The future forest often begins with a single seed, moved through shadow. The smallest builders carry every scale belongs to the same living structure. Where the roots meet the rising water, the forest continues in another form. Where the roots enter the water, the forest begins again beneath the surface. Light reaches the flooded forest in broken paths of gold and green. In the drowned forest, movement follows paths that trees once marked on land. The river carries a different kind of grace beneath the leaves. Above the water, the branches remain part of the old forest world. Even a brief flight can connect two islands of leaves. Beneath the reflections, ancient forms move with almost no sound. Still water can hold a presence older than the forest around it. Large lives move through the flooded forest with the calm of deep water. The greatest bodies remain almost weightless beneath the green surface. The canopy remains a world of roads, even when the ground. Color carries across the flooded forest, from the highest branch to the deepest reflection. The smallest primate paths can exist high above an entire river. Scale changes the view, but not the complexity of the forest. The movement beneath the forest is carried by currents the eye cannot see. The flooded forest holds senses and signals beyond human perception. Above the water, green becomes both shelter and disguise. Color back into every living form. As the water withdraws, the forest floor returns in narrow bands of earth. Water and earth exchange places, but the forest remains. Above the flooded roots, the forest continues in a kingdom built from branches. The canopy offers food, shelter, and a road through the sky. From the highest crown, another hidden world waits in the shade beneath. In the shaded canopy, balance becomes. Every step is shaped by the space between branches. Along the rivers, the canopy opens into brighter roads of green. The river creates an opening. Some paths through the forest are measured in a single swing. Speed is possible because every branch has been remembered. As daylight lowers, the trunks begin to reveal lines. At sunset, even the space between trees becomes a road. At sunset, even the space between trees becomes a road. When the bright canopy dims, another rhythm begins among the leaves. The forest does not become empty when the sun is gone. On powerful wings. Large wings carry color across the highest level of the forest. The canopy spreads its signals farther than the eye can follow. What falls? The forest floor receives everything the high branches release. Power in the forest is often built for climbing rather than distance. The boundary between ground and canopy is never fixed. At the edge of a leaf, even a small body can find a path through open air. The canopy rewards every form that can turn distance into movement. Below the bright canopy, the green world becomes quieter, darker, and more mysterious. Below the bright canopy, the forest hides its strength inside layers of green. Almost invisible. Mystery in the rainforest is created not by darkness, but by what the leaves choose to reveal. Old markings remain visible even where the forest light is limited. Armor can belong naturally inside a world made almost entirely of leaves. Every surface in the forest demands a different kind of movement. A narrow trail can carry. In the forest, endurance is measured through turns, roots, and changing light. Even in the shadowed forest, clear water creates a brief world of light. The stream The smallest hoofed traveler can move through places close to larger bodies. Scale changes the meaning of every leaf, root, and opening. The forest creates its richest designs where light reaches the ground. Length becomes another way of moving through a world crowded with roots. Presence does not require aggression when every movement is understood. A tree trunk can become the beginning of a path through open air. The forest rewards forms that can turn a fall into controlled flight. On the forest floor, shape can become almost identical to from the smallest leaf-shaped life to the highest gliding path, the forest remains connected. Beyond the shadowed rainforest, green rises into mountains of bamboo and light. In the bamboo mountains, strength is carried through quiet movement. Above the bamboo floor, another path continues through moss and branch. Color becomes warmer where the mountain forest meets the morning sun. The mountain canopy carries sunlight in fur as well as light turns mist into a second forest beneath the branches.
Beyond the bamboo, the mountain opens into stronger ground. In the high forest, the horizon becomes part.
On the steepest ground, balance becomes the only path forward. The mountain forest rewards precision more than speed. Adaptation is visible in every hand placed against the mountain. The brightest color often waits close to the quietest ground. against the endless green. Cold mountain water carries a hidden life beneath the bamboo. The oldest forms of the mountain remain, where light reaches only through water. Dark fir and pale mist create another kind of mountain contrast. At the meadow edge, the mountain forest opens toward warmer lands below. Toward forests awakened by the monsoon. When the monsoon passes, the forest returns brighter, deeper, and newly alive. Water leaves quickly, but its color remains across every leaf. The monsoon does more than fill the forest. It reveals its full scale. After the rain, every ridge becomes a window into the green below. A heavy body can still move quietly, where moss softens every step. Strength becomes part of the landscape when the forest opens wide. Above the monsoon, the highest leaves hold roads invisible from the ground. The monsoon reveals depth by placing mist between every layer of green. Against the endless green, warm color becomes impossible to ignore. Colors of its own. The brightest display can remain powerful even before it opens. Warm stone becomes a brief refuge inside the rain-cooled forest. The monsoon changes temperature, texture, and every surface the body must cross. The monsoon gives even the smallest climbers a world of fresh green surfaces. A short glide can connect two living deeper and more ancient green. Beyond the monsoon forest, the same light enters a deeper and more ancient green. In the ancient forest, strength is carried without the need for display. Among the lower branches, movement remains close to both ground and canopy. Every fallen tree becomes another bridge through the ancient green. Pattern can belong to shadow, bark, and animal at the same time. The forest reveals its rarest patterns only where light briefly reaches the ground.
Large bodies open temporary paths through a forest that quickly closes again.
The ancient green becomes immense when measured against the lives moving through it. Warm color moves through the Congo in stripes, fruit, and filtered light. The forest hides bright color by surrounding it with even deeper green.
A single red tail can become a bright signal inside an ocean of leaves.
Fruit and flight connect distant trees across the ancient canopy.
The canopy carries blue, green, and red within a single flight. Color moves through the Congo not as decoration, but as part of the forest itself. In the shaded pools, ancient movement continues beneath the reflected leaves. Still water preserves forms that have survived beneath countless generations of trees. Warm fur becomes another moving light inside the deepest green. The forest reveals a hidden life, then closes around it again. At the water's edge, even a frog can carry the scale of the ancient forest. The ancient green holds every scale of life, from the forest floor to the highest flight. Across the ocean, the green world returns in colors found. In the island canopy, every shape has followed its own ancient path. The island forest holds movement becomes brighter where white fur crosses the green canopy. The forest turns every leap into a brief flash of light. As daylight fades, the island reveals lives shaped for another rhythm. Specialized hands can uncover possibilities hidden inside the wood itself. On the island floor, balance and flexibility belong to the same body. The boundary between ground and canopy disappears for those built to cross both. The jewel forest carries its full palette across a single living body. Color becomes most powerful when every shade remains natural and perfectly matched to the forest. Red markings become a small flame against the green. As sunlight. The island forest places its strongest colors close to the earth. A single flight can carry the island's colors across the canopy. Yellow and black become a moving signal beneath the jewel green leaves. To the widest canopy, the jewel forest holds color at every scale.
As island color fades into night, another ancient forest waits beneath the rain. At the edge of night, another ancient forest begins to remember its own rhythm. Among trees older than memory, even the largest traveler becomes. Night enters slowly, where the canopy holds the last light. The forest remains full, even when color begins to fade into blue. In the blue forest, warm fur becomes a moving trace of daylight. The hidden paths of night are written between roots, stone, and shadow. The night forest is crossed by paths that leave almost no sign. Silence becomes another form of movement beneath the trees. At ground level, every fern becomes a wall, and every root becomes a passage. The lower forest holds its secrets close to the ground. The night canopy carries motion on feathers built for silence. Before sunrise, the forest sends one of its smallest travelers toward the sea. Forest and ocean remain connected by wings that cross both worlds. At the smallest, the forest remains immense, even when measured from the surface of a single log.
Orange light appears first on the smallest bodies.
Color returns quietly from beneath the leaves.
The first sunlight reaches a forest, already alive beneath the night. Morning does not create the forest. It reveals what continued through the dark. Every year, the ice remembers how to break. Every year, something is waiting for it to happen.
This is the moment before the moving season begins.
Before the valley wakes, the high ground already knows the season has turned. Even camouflage must change with the world around it. Camouflage is not hiding. It is becoming part of the ground itself. From high enough, even a mountain is only a resting place. The smallest lives wake first, and the mountain listens for them.
Hunger is the first proof that winter is truly ending. Even before the valley is fully awake, the next generation has high above the thaw,
The season's first promise is already being kept warm. Where the ice was, water now carries its own kind of life.
By evening, the mountain has already changed more than it will admit.
Winter still holds the peaks, but the water is already running toward the forest, and everything the forest needs to wake. The river carries the mountain's thaw straight into the heart of the forest.
The river feeds
Every season carries its own beginnings, arriving on its own schedule. Nothing in this forest wakes all at once. It wakes in layers, from the water upward. Learning to belong to the river takes more than one season of trying. Some lives shape the river as much as the river shapes them. And something. Further in, the trees remember more winters than the river does. Even play is practice for a life that will not always be gentle.
To us is simply another kind of ease to something built for it.
A small voice in a very large forest is still a voice worth hearing. From here, the light changes. This part of the forest keeps its own time.
In a forest this old, patience is not a virtue. It is simply how things survive.
Even the smallest movements here carry purpose. Nothing wastes the little light that reaches this deep. The same animal moves differently in every place it belongs. Even in the deepest shadow, something is always just beginning. Watching over the smallest lives requires all the patience the forest has taught. Even the oldest darkness eventually gives way to morning. Presence, more than anything else, is what young lives need first. Leave the forest. Some simply keep it alive. The forest kept its secrets to reach exactly this water.
Not every arrival here comes from the sky.
A single arrival becomes 100 within a single afternoon.
Travelers in the sky are also the most patient on the ground.
Every dance here is also an announcement. The season has truly arrived. The wetland does not wait for anything, so nothing here waits to grow.
Even in open water, there is a gathering this bright is never accidental. It is the entire point. Tonight, the wetland holds more life than it did yesterday, and it will hold more again tomorrow. Some of these travelers only pause here. Their real destination lies further still.
The land itself takes over. The wetlands filled the sky with wings. Ahead, the tundra fills the horizon with distance itself. Out here, distance itself becomes part of the weather. Are already testing it. Stillness here is never rest. It is always watching.
Even flight here stays close to the ground. There is too much to watch to fly high.
Nothing on this. On ground this open, even stillness needs somewhere to disappear. The tundra keeps its youngest lives low to the ground, where the wind cannot find them as easily. Some nights this far north simply refuse to happen. Across the living tundra, the light has grown stronger with every step. Now, it will refuse to leave at all. Some travelers have come further than anything else in this story. This bird has followed the sun from one end of the earth to the other. Even under a sun that never sets, some lives are only just beginning to see it. There is no evening here to call them inside. There is only more light to grow into. Even under constant light, some lives choose to remain almost invisible. The water here has learned to hold two suns at once, one real, one reflected, both equally bright. By the time the light finally changes, this entire season will already belong to the past. Every young life here is measured in how far it dares to follow. must eventually meet the water. The midnight sun has carried this journey as far as land will go. From here, the ocean decides what happens next. The land runs out here. Everything after this belongs to the water.
A colony this size is not chaos. It is simply thousands of individual lives, arranged with precision.
Precision like this takes an entire lifetime spent above open water. On land, this body seems built wrong. In water, it is nearly perfect.
Out here, size alone does not explain why the water seems to organize itself around this animal. Beneath all this noise and motion, the quietest lives are still underground, waiting to grow into it. Even here, where the ocean finally allows it, something gentler begins just beyond the shore. Where the ocean ends, a brief and gentler season begins, one built for learning, not just surviving. Learning here rarely happens alone. It happens beside something older. Even the pack's hunters must first learn everything through play. A family this size does not simply protect its young. It teaches them, one careful walk at a time. In a valley this brief and this generous, even natural rivals can share the same. By the time the light fades here, every young life in this valley has grown a little more capable than it was that morning. Every young life in this valley has learned what it needed to. Now, the land itself has one more lesson left to teach. The forest that once hid everything in shadow now hides itself, briefly, in gold. Nothing that tumbled through that shadow so clumsily still moves that way now. Every gathered nut here is a small bet placed against the coming cold. This is the season for even a coat can change faster than the season asks it to. Soon this one will cross rivers like this completely on her own. Above the color, the sky has already started making its own decisions about the season. This is the last color the forest will show this year, and it knows exactly how briefly it will last. The golden season has reached its final edge. What comes next has been waiting patiently the entire time. Winter does not arrive all at once. It simply stops leaving. The water that once carried the whole season forward is finally slowing down to rest. Of the distance traveled. The same white it wore at the beginning of this story is already returning to claim it again. None of them are finishing anything. They are simply continuing the way they always have. The land keeps no permanent record. That lived through it is quite the same as when it started. The first snow is not an ending. It is simply where this particular telling of the story chooses to rest.
Beyond every shadow, nature reveals another masterpiece. Eternal Earth, 4K. Across the open earth, color appears in forms both familiar and unexpected.
For some creatures, color is never still. Every mark on fur is a pattern shaped by time. Strength is revealed not only in action, but in balance, form, and presence.
Some of Earth's brightest colors belong to its smallest travelers.
Across stone and sand, color becomes a language of motion.
At the water's edge, color becomes sharper beneath the open sky.